Hello, my dear students. Welcome to my class. I, Dr. Swati Pandya, welcomes you. Dear students, today we will start the detail of cancer, how it is caused, what are the bad effects, what are the treatments, what are the diagnostic tests, etc. So, cancer word, it scares us, and many people's, thousands, millions of people's, they are having cancer. It is increasing day by day, and one or two family members in every each and every family, they have cancer patients. So cancer is increasing just like a fire in the forest. Let us start the detail according to our syllabus. In cancer cells, how the cancer takes place, let us see. It is a very dreadful disease, and definitely most of the cases the person they die at last. And we all know first stage, second stage, third stage, and last stage. In this way it proliferates. So actually what happens, how cancer develops, the cancer cells, the regularity mechanism of a normal cell, it is disturbed. And sometimes the normal cells, they are converted into cancerous cell, and the genes which are responsible, they are known as oncogenes. So we will discuss about them later on. Let us see. So there is a breakdown of these regulatory mechanisms. So what happens, normal cells show a property called contact inhibition, by virtue of which contact with other cells inhibit their uncontrolled growth. Cancer cells appears to have lost this property. So the cancerous cells just continue to divide and divide and divide, giving rise to a big mass of cell. So this mass of cell, due to uncontrolled cell division, is known as tumor. So tumor is actually due to uncontrollable cell division, a cell mass is generated which develops a tumor. How many type of tumors are there? There are two types. First is benign. Here, the normally the no, benign tumors, they normally remain confined to their original location at one place only, and do not spread to other parts of the body. And even they cause the little damage to that part where they develops. Another type is malignant tumor. On, on contrary to the benign tumors, they are the cell mass, they are proliferating at different places, and it is known as neoplastic or tumor cells. So these cell masses, they circulate within the body. So these cells grow very rapidly also, and invade as well as damage the surrounding normal tissues also. So it is more dangerous one. Then another new term is given, and it is also related to the same process here. As these malignant tumor cells, they actively divide and grow, they also eat the normal cells or change the normal cells by competing for nutrients. So actually, by starvation, the normal cells, they die, and these cells slot from such tumors reach different sites through blood circulation. Wherever they get locked there in the body, they start a new tumor there. So actually these tumorous cells, they circulate, and whenever they go there, they start creating new cancerous cells. So this property is known as metastasis, and it is most feared property of malignant tumor. So it is very dangerous. Let's see causes of cancer. Though we all know there are so many reasons, But still, according to our syllabus, we go step by step. The transformation of normal cells into cancerous neoplastic cells, they may be induced by three means. They are physical, chemical, and biological agents. So there are three reasons just for causing cancer. And due to this, the uncontrollable proliferation of cells, which is known as cancerous cells, they are generated. So, three types of carcinogens. Carcinogens are cancer causing things. They may be of three types. So, these are first example is physical carcinogen like UV rays. They are non ionizing radiations. Then X-ray or gamma rays, which comes under ionizing radiations. Next type of carcinogen is chemical carcinogen. There are so many chemicals. For example, aniline dyes, chemicals present in tobacco smoke also, it is responsible for lung cancer, and many more chemical in chemical industries. Many people, they have certain type of lung cancers. Last one is biological agents. Here what happens, these oncogenic viruses, they are created. So they are also known as tumor virus. How they are produced? In short, I will explain you. Actually, the cancer causing viruses are oncogenic virus, as I have said to you, and they have genes called viral oncogenes. So these genes called cellular oncogenes and proto-oncogenes have been identified in normal cells. When they get suitable condition, they are activated and they can transform the normal cell into cancerous cell. So in this way, the normal cell can also be changed to cancerous cell when the suitable conditions they are available. Here a little extra thing I have displayed. The name of carcinogens and the target organ, though it is not directly related to our syllabus, but still you should know some names. Cadmium oxide, the target organ is prostate gland. Then chemicals like mustard gas, asbestosis, nickel, chromium compounds, they all damage lungs and there they develop cancerous situation. Then another carcinogen, vinyl chloride, it attacks liver. So certain target organs and the carcinogens they are given here. Now how the cancer detection and diagnosis can be uh, just developed. So here you are able to see the machine, but before that we will see some other points. We all know this word biopsy. So actually the tissue testing of that part where the tumorous condition or tumor condition, cancerous condition develops. So that part is taken out by surgery and then it is tested. It is also known to be histopathological studies of tissue. So detailed tissue study is observed or preferred. Then even blood and bone marrow test for increased cell counts in particularly blood cancers. Blood cancers are also known as leukemia. So this leukemia, for this the blood and bone marrow testing are done. Even the techniques of molecular biology can be applied to detect genes in individuals with inherited susceptibility to certain cancers which are inherited from parents. So certain molecular testing are also done. So this machine which is showing here, that is a CT scan machine. So for detection and diagnosis, certain techniques, useful techniques are taken into account like radiography. Here you can see this picture shows radiography. So here the X-ray generator is there, and this is the person, and this is the X-ray detector, and here it is the picture. So picture of radiography is known as radiograph. Like ECG, electrocardiogram for heart, we all know. Similarly, here the picture which is taken, it is known as radiograph. So these techniques, usefulness of X-ray techniques or computed tomography, which is known as CT scan, and even the MRI techniques. The full form is magnetic resonance imaging. So this is MRI machine. They are almost similar. They are very useful to detect cancers of internal organs. When internal damage is there, we are not able to see in X-ray or any other such type of techniques. So we have to use these detailed techniques, CT scan or MRI. Here what happens? The MRI are very useful to detect cancers for internal organs, even CT scan. In CT scan, the use of X-ray to generate a 3D picture or 3D image of internal object is done. And in MRI, the strong magnetic fields and non-ionizing radiations, they are detecting the pathological or physiological change in living tissue. So these both techniques are a little bit different than one another. Another method is antibodies against cancer specific antigens. They are also used to detect certain type of cancers. So all this was about diagnosis and detection. Now let us see how they are treated, the treatment for cancer. First is surgery, the part that is surgically operated. It is cut rather. So the cancerous cells are surgically removed if possible. Another method is radiotherapy. Here what happens? The tumor cells are eradicated lethally, taking proper care of the normal tissues surrounding the tumor mass. So without damaging the surrounding normal cells, only the tumor cells, they are just eradicated, they are replaced. Next one is chemotherapy. We are familiar with this term. So several chemotherapeutic drugs are used to kill the cancerous cell. Some of these are specific for particular tumors, but majority of drugs, they have side effects like hair loss or anemia. Many more are there, but these two are major ones. Most of the cancers are even treated by a combination of all these three: surgical, radiotherapy, and chemotherapy. So the combination of three, they are treated. Tumor cells have been shown to avoid detection and destruction by immune system. So what happens? The last method, which is immunotherapy. Here, immunotherapy, the patients are given substances called biological response modifiers like alpha interferons. They activate their immune system and help in destroying the tumor. So actually the immune system intensify with the use of these interferons. So in this way, the peoples, they are trying to fight against cancer, but still we have not conquered. I hope one of among our class, it is interested for this particular treatment and to just eradicate the cancer from the society. So I hope for the best. Here we end our today's topic. So you just think about it. If you are interested in research or this type of just helping the society, so you can work accordingly. So we'll meet soon with the next topic. Till then, bye bye, students.